As it is now, I'm being bombarded every day for people who need housing solutions. Housing and employment seem to be at the top of the agenda for this particular constituency. I have no doubt about Barbados. At present, we really need to find solutions for people who need starting homes and who need to rent, or from low incomes who need to be able to find a space that they can rent for their families. We see families which are being overcrowded, households which are overcrowded. I have areas in Princess Royal, in Field Road, where the other offices and Parkinson, where we are seeing an emergence of shanties. And this only happens because people have nowhere to live and there are no solutions. There are no places now available for people who want to rent homes. And this is something, affordable rental units is something that we really have to put back on the agenda. We have to find a way to find employment for our young people, whether it is short-term employment and long-term employment. And in fact, long-term, short-term employment seems to become now a part of the labor agenda. And I see people doing in Japan. In Japan, actually, housewives have determined that they don't want to be engaged in any long-term employment because they're in the process of building their families. So they just go and seek short-term employment for short periods, and the Japanese have worked this into their labor strategy. I believe that similarly, how it seems to be an issue that is emerging in this society, where we see some young people who particularly are just interested in short-term employment, then we have to put this on their table as a serious strategy going forward, where we see short-term employment as part of our strategy to deal with the employment situation, how people can deal with their households and their everyday needs going forward. We have a lot of issues to deal with as a society, as a nation, and the whole issue of economic equity and social equity is one that sits at the top of the table. We have to build a society where the largesse, as you would say, filters to support all of our people. Particular concern to me as well in this particular constituency is the middle class who seem to be struggling to hold on to their homes. And you know, something has to be said to the banks and to the lending institutions about people who are facing particular hardships in this present economic times. If a person for 40 or 30 years, not for 40 years, sorry, even for 20 years, 15, 20 years have been consistently paying their mortgage, that they have to find a way to work with these people at this middle income level bracket so that people do not, after 15 years, just unceremoniously lose their homes. We have to find a way to protect this middle income bracket because if not, we will be faced with a more dire situation where we now have to find housing solutions not only for those at the bottom who are struggling, but those who are in the middle who are also struggling. So we have now a new middle income pool. So these are the issues which were now in the constituency that seem to be confronting my constituents, and they have to represent their interests and the things that they're echoing to me.